Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 58 of Kenshi. So last episode we were going on a little bit of a Fog Island errand run. We had a lot of things to sell and hoping to pick up the blueprints for some additional crossbows, ideally. Ultimately, you all convinced me that Necrum, Ron, and others that toothpicks would be... Whoa, hello. Better used rather than junk bows, and I am reasonably agreeing at this point. Look at this swarm. Oh, Death Yard just got wiped out? Maybe this was the Death Yard. Let me zoom in. It could have been. Could have been. Alright, let's head into Mongrel. The guards here just love getting in fights. Every now and then you'll see one of the guards. Oh, there goes another Death Yard. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that we played a little bit of a role in that. So I'm in here trying to sell off... Oh, they still have some of my old Falling Suns. Let's go ahead and sell off this insane amount of junk bows. At this point, I'm going to hope for the Masterwork level armor. I'm probably not going to keep anything short of Masterwork. That way, I'm not constantly switching my armor around. Looking at what they have, we have basically tapped them for whatever we needed to tap them for. Let's see, Pingu. And they have no more money. Okay, cool. That works for me. Next visit, we'll poke around, see what else we can sell. Drowning in money again. Nothing like having a lot of cats. Oh, here's some black and chain shirts, some blueprints we don't have. Oh, chain shirt, leather shirt. This will allow them to buy more of my stuff. Half pants, leather vest, rusty chainmail, monk robe. Nice. Not normal chainmail though, unfortunately. That's one that I was kind of hoping for, personally. Okay, we recouped a lot of the money we spent. Do a quick check of the gear I have. Most of it, this really should go to Agnew. Most of it is not something I'm aiming to sell, except for maybe this junk bow. So Stubbs has a junk bow. Wait, turtleneck? How is there already... I was pretty sure I had bought everything I hadn't researched, but clearly that is not the case. Well, good. I'm glad I noticed. Well, if we're here for blueprints, we're doing pretty well so far. Please have blueprints. I could make a ranger. Rangers are... They fire slower than toothpicks. So that's not something I'm likely to buy. I think at this point we have bought everything I really intend to. We'll check for blueprints over here though. And Pingu, you should join us. That's too bad. Come on. Toothpick blueprint shouldn't be that rare. Short cleavers, I didn't know how to make. I do now. Alright, everybody follow Pingu, and Pingu head back home. Unfortunately, I didn't get the one blueprint I was set out to get. Actually, before we head home, I'm going to poke my head into the plate. What is this building? Just some residential. I'm going to poke my head in here and see if they have any other blueprints for me. That's how I like spending my money, I guess. White plate jackets. It's the opposite of a black plate jacket. And it wouldn't hurt to poke into a few more stores. The one in the snail house next door might have some good stuff. If I could, you know, walk inside. It's a pretty cool looking shop guard. Oh yeah, they definitely do. Research already known. Okay, we are all set. Rhadamant is not super encumbered. Someone's getting eaten down there. I think that we could do something about that. What do you guys think? I think we should do something about that. I'd go so far as to say. Who's getting eaten? Can't even... Oh, it's a... Yeah, definitely going to do something about that. So that's a shinobi guard. Oh. He is back up too. Alright. Selecting everyone. Attacking all. I love how some of the fogmen just keep praying. That's a big old no. You will not be eating him today. Alright, let's pick the lock. And first aid him. And he's already set free. You're welcome. There seems to be a lot of green blood around here. But as far as I could tell, it is just from one prince. Everything else is a fog heavy. No, this is another prince here. Another prince here. I feel bad profiting because I didn't really kill these princes. Someone else did. Alright. Is he patched up as much as we can patch him? Try to splint his injuries. Yeah, his leg got pretty consumed. So he's going to have a long limp back home. Bye-bye now. You shouldn't be eating people. What is going on with that one? I don't know. Alright, so you all had ideas for Agnew, of why Agnew couldn't pick anyone up. And the idea was that Agnew, being a corpse hauler, might have been stuck thinking that she was currently hauling a corpse. And as a result, doesn't really know that she doesn't have a corpse on. And if I removed the jobs of corpse disposal, that might fix it. She's also having a nice sparring match. Alright, someone is targeting me. Y'all don't know who I am. At this rate, honestly, there's probably like legends about this crew and how they wipe out everyone. It's like a death squad. It's like you can prey on the bandits, you can prey on the scrawny cannibals, but don't touch the death squad. The death squad will mess you up. Alright, so we went on our trade run, and somehow we came back with far less resources than we left off with, which is fine. We got a lot of the blueprints. Mostly out of curiosity, although I could look it up, I'm going to make a white plate jacket, just to compare side by side with a black plate jacket. And then leather turtlenecks should be used for our humans. I think I've already determined that. It looks like people are getting hungry. So let's feed the crew. Oh yeah, everyone jumping on that food. All right, Pengu will station here. Agnew, get back to fist fighting. Actually, just put him down. I want to do strength training, and we can't really do it while he's conscious. Need to encumber him first. Now looking at the normal crew, I do have a lot of random stuff I ought to put away. So that masterwork ought to go to, we'll give it to Chung. Or Bard, actually. Bard was using his crossbows a lot in that fight. His junk bow. Speaking of junk bow, let's put his junk bow away. Was hoping for more Edge 1 weapons. Molly bottlenecked because she can't fit anymore on her. Really what we need is a big backpack on her. I don't know why we don't have one. Done. Shrike, you two. Making sure there's nothing in the backpacks. There isn't. Alright, and that should free up the bottleneck. We're going to make some more katanas. Let's try a falling one, edge one, just to see how heavy it is. Maybe a topper, a few more katanas. Frag axes are going to be really, really heavy. A foreign saber. Maybe some desert sabers. I just want to get a bunch of weapons and sort of see their benefits, etc. I could Google it, but I could also make it. Worst case scenario, I have something to sell. Right? That's not that bad. Okay, Agnew, you can pick up now? Yes, I figured just like loading and saving would work. And it has. Alright, pick them up and put them in. I got some free repairs off. Let's just, I guess we don't have any repair kits. Chung should do some repairs. He needs to be better at it if he's going to be a doctor for everyone. Alright, so these new katanas really need to be out-used, right? Let me first put these heads away. And I have a lot of extra sheets and steel and stuff. Looks like these sheets are full up. The steel bars are just about full up, so everything's going to need to be put in the general box for now. So I will officially tidy up my inventories so that I can go adventuring again. I'm not exactly sure where to adventure to, but I guess I'll figure that out. Ruka. We are going to fill up our raw meat. There, it's full. I'm just making sure I have enough advanced med kits because I don't know where I'm headed yet. I haven't decided, but I do know wherever I go, it's probably not going to be all that safe. That seems to be the common denominator of I get myself into trouble often. It's the only way to get better at combat, though, so. And this plank is going on our favorite screaming skeleton. I do see that I need to reload the crossbows that I have. I never really got the toothpick blueprint, but I'll work on that. I could have turned on everyone's jobs and had everyone sort of put everything away, I guess. This is probably not the fastest way to do it. Whatever. I've committed to doing it this way. And this way, it will be done. Okay, our armor plating is now full up. Having the chain sheets and armor plating spare will allow us to really crank out a lot of nice armor quickly. That way I can mix, match, and experiment. See what I like best, see about coverages, stuff like that. Oh yeah, we have a lot of spare stuff. Alright, that looks all good. Great. Great, great, great. Anyone needing... well, we can always repair the skeletons, and then... I'm going to quickly toss everyone into a bed, just so that if I have any injuries, they all get tended to. Oh, Cannibal Raid's moving in on me, huh? That's a big joke. Okay, Agnew, you're not encumbered enough anymore. Oh, here's a white plate. So here's a white versus black at both specialist grade. They are literally the same, except for white plate makes it hard to stealth. Oh no, not literally the same. There is less of a dex effect on white plate, though. White plates might be better for that reason. Actually, well, that's a little misnomer. Because you level up faster if it... Yeah, eventually I might move over to white plates. Yeah, that might be something I do. So what was in this bag? Gen cores. This bag is going to be... I'm not going to worry about crossbows on her anymore. Oops. She is an edge type 2. Given that she doesn't have a big bag, I'll give her an edge type 1 just in case she gets into trouble. And then in this backpack, we'll go more Jenny cores. And then she should... Yep, she's now encumbered. Pick up our friend Pingu. And it's got good armor. Yep, we'll head down to more strength training. I doubt this Cannibal Raid will even make it to us. Alright, another thing I could do, given how encumbered she is, she could wield the plank, honestly, and out of range. Wield the plank, and it wouldn't... She probably wouldn't get any hits, not really, off of... onto the enemies. Okay. Now everyone else should all be all set. I'm going to follow plan. And I need to figure out where I'm going. Yes. I think I need to sack another tech lab. Because at this point, I probably am bottlenecked by AI cores mostly. If I want to go down the tech tree of robotics, I really need a lot of tech labs. I'm not sure off the top of my head where the closest tech lab is, and that is my issue. Give me 1 second. Well, what I could do first is to send these guys on a bit of an errand to possibly get the blueprints that I'm lacking. So I will go sit outside a stack. Stack doesn't actually have a crossbow. I could march to the Great Library, but that's really far. I haven't really gone up to the northeast yet. Maybe I'll head to World's End. We could possibly run into a lot of paladins on the way there, but I call that a benefit at this point, rather than a problem. How is our fabric? Have we finally gotten through the backlog? Yes, we have. So Gecko, you're going to need to do a few more hauling trips before you do the plate beating station. I'm curious if she ever actually gets to go all the way to do the fabrics. I might have to assign this to someone else. We'll have to see. All right, Ms. Agnew. Let's set Screamer free. And fight hilariously inefficiently with this weapon. Strength XP training is super high due to the weapon's weight. So we're super bad at using... Wow! We're super bad at using this weapon, but that weapon still hurts like a mo, if you know what I mean. So I am just... Ooh, Rain, yeah, you are the slowest. I forgot about that. I'm so used to following plan. Truth be told... Oh, Wing Wing. What? You must have gotten stuck. Oh, no, you're coming. Oh, I didn't really reload anyone's crossbows. That would be a big mistake. So let's go back home real quick. I think Wing Wing actually got stuck like a long time ago and wasn't resting or something, because he's nowhere where he should be. We also didn't really equip any of the crossbows either, because I'm a big derp and I forget to do things. That is the long and short of it. Huh. She is taking quick to plink weapons. Getting lots of good hits. Now, if I didn't want to crush Screamer, I could just set it on block. And I believe even at blocking, we'll still... Yeah, we still have 94%. So this would be a good way to train strength very, very rapidly. If we check, strength is already 55. Now you need twice the strength as the weight of the weapon, so given that this weapon is 48 weight, we need just about 100 strength to wield it properly, which is why I'm doing all this ridiculous strength training, is the exact reason. Okay, Ring Saber MK3. That's going to be garbage compared to like a decent Naginata. Molly, do you have something keistered? Yeah, you still have them keistered. Put them away, man. Don't steal my weapons. This is a Meito blade, but it's kind of the worst Meito blade, but it's still better, I suppose, than everything else we're wielding. So all these MK weapons are going to get sold. I do have some Edge 2s. You have Meito, you have Meito. So hold sabers are good as a defensive weapon. Horse choppers, same deal. They're pretty identical as far as I can tell. One's a little heavier than the other. Janes, you need a Naginata. Ron. So I'm out of Naginatas now. What I can do is take away the bad weapons and then just give one good edge one. I want her to train on Falling Suns, which is heavy class weapon. I'm going to remove the katana because of a weight deal with her. So this thing weighs 40 or 20, so she needs a strength of 40. Her strength is 29. Rain needs to strength train. Actually, is she the strongest? Ruka might even be better candidate for this. Her heavy weapons are not as high, but she has a little bit more strength. Ultimately, I think what I need to do is just do a lot of strength training individually. So we'll have like a 21 core squad and swap people out for strength training periodically. So Rain, you're going to be using the Falling Sun. You're not going to have a backup weapon so that you're not encumbered. And I will even take extra stuff off of you. All right, we're weightless now because she was the slowest member. And now she's tied with Plan, so at least that's good. Beep. You have a Meito weapon. Your backup katana is garbage, though. We can swap that. I should check the backup katanas for everyone else. MK1's is the lowest I would consider viable. And I only really need backup katanas for characters that have two-handers. Because if you have a one-hander, you really don't need a backup katana. All right, Silver Shade, you're going to get an edge 2. Boom, huge difference. And then green, you're going to get Silver Shade's backup katana instead of your Wakasashi. Hamet. All of the humans are going to have really nice backup weapons now that I'm starting to get edge 1 and 2s. So even when they're forced to go into melee range, they're going to be dirty. I don't have enough to go around for all of them, but I'm just shy 3, which is not that big of a deal. Now, before I leave, because I forgot to do this already, once is bolt up everyone. And Wing's at a range. For now. Okay, and that leaves some bolts for the home crew. Who's attacking you? What are you attacking? Oh, you're helping, okay. Follow plan again. And I'm really not sure where to go. If I want crossbows, I guess first I'll go to the scrap house. And then I'll explore to the northeast. What I need to do is scour over a Kenshi map and try to figure out where there is an ancient tech lab for me to hit. I found the one in the southwest, but there's others. I wonder if a post-ancient workshop would have something for me. Because I'm not that far from a post-ancient workshop. I guess instead of Googling, I'll satisfy my curiosity with combat. Right? That sounds about right. So, let's, instead of where I was previously heading, let's head north into Berserker country. I did also say that I was interested in getting some of the bounties for the Shek, but I'll do that later. I don't need to do that now. So 110, yeah, this is probably just about the fastest way to train strength, I'd say. Is set to block, use a stupidly heavy weapon, encumber the hell out of you, fight a skeleton. I really can't think of a better way than that. Oh, we are out of copper, are we? Oh, we have plenty of electrical components. Is Gecko... I'm curious now if Gecko ever gets to touch the hauling to fabric chest. What I could do is I could raise this and see what kind of detriment it is to the steel business. Because steel, in my opinion, is more important. Alright, someone's targeting you. It's probably just some fog. I did just walk right past the cannibal raid, but I'm not all that worried about the cannibal raid. So we're going to head to this ruin here. See what's going on inside. Oh, it wasn't loading the zone, we just froze. Or not so much froze as we lacked the pathfinding ability. Alright, come on guys. Keep walking. Let's all follow Rain. Plan might not have a plan to get us there. My goodness, time flies. I feel like I just started this episode and I realize I'm already halfway in. Half an hour in, I should say. Yeah, this is definitely the way to go. Just sort of defense fight. Yeah, strength is flying up there. Even at really high levels. There might be better ways to sort of min-max it, but this is a pretty easy one to accomplish, in my opinion. So we're heading into some newer... Okay, now you know why it's called the Shrieking Forest. I was going to say we're heading into some new biomes, which might be interesting. And this forest makes a lot of noise. The bandits here are very weird. So I could use some more masterwork samurai boots. These guys aren't even hostile with me. They're just screaming. So, Shrike, what are you working on? You're working on those turtlenecks? Let me just do some samurai boots. A bunch of them. And... there. Oh, this is great. Strength flying up there. These guys are right outside of a ruin. They're in purple sands. Flop? I'm not sure if flop is an attack noise. Wagyu beef? These bandits seem to be very confused about what scares people. Although, to be fair, in real life, if some naked random person was screaming flop or Wagyu beef at me, I'd be very utterly confused. Are you coming to attack me? Yeah, you're just kind of standing around. Well, this place seems to be somewhat of a bust. I might find something here, but it's not going to be that great. This reminds me of the, what was it called? The grid? Yeah. Back in the grid, we had the workshop complex. This looks pretty much identical to those complexes. Doesn't mean I won't loot it, though. Oh, this metal chest was pretty locked up tight. My lockpicking is getting up there. Almost 50. If I was smart, I would have had Silvershade be our lockpick because he has a racial bonus to it. But at this rate, I might as well just keep going with my main character. Oh, engineering research. Okay, first off, why am I putting it on myself? Plan, get a little closer. Rhadamant, where are you going? Oh, you're being a medic. That's very kind. Leaving the junk. Great. Yeah, this place isn't going to yield very much to us. The engineering research is pretty cool, though. I'm not going to lie. Oh, I guess I could have told it was empty here. If I click stuff. Oh, this has something. If I click and it says empty, it's empty. A Masterwork Ranger. That's pretty cool. I just shrugged in real life. Mostly due to the fact that I'm probably not going to use it. An iron stick. Wow, ancient technology. I mean, truly. Some more engineering research. I guess this is a good hotspot for engineering research, it seems, after all. So these small boxes. Alright, I think I have everything here in this section looted. Because I've never ever, in all of my hours playing this game, found that a research bench had any research ever on it. In fact, the character doesn't even seem to be able to loot it. That's empty. That's empty. I like how I can tell from a distance. Empty, 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 empty. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, that's a little bit of engineering research. Where else can I go to? There is an ancient tech lab north of me. Really, really, really far north of me. I guess that's the next place to go. What is this? Just a gear in the... I can see why they call it Purple Sands. It's pretty. And we're heading into the next zone now. Plan. Oh, you're not encumbered yet. So there's this ruin here, I believe, is an ancient tech lab as well. Are you guys ever gonna... Oh, you want to talk to me? Sure. I really, really speak their language. Oh, they're attacking me now. What jerks. I'm curious what kind of weapons they use. They probably just use bad flesh cleavers, yep. And they're worth basically nothing. No surprise there. Okay, Rain, you're the slowest. Note to self, don't bother talking to them. They kind of remind me of Firefly Reavers. Except for Reavers were a bit more scary. They were the boogeymen, so I take that back. All these spiders are offline? Yep. Agnew doesn't even need babysitting at this point. 58 and flying. Oh, I really like how this worked out. The Exile plank really helped out a lot. The heavier the weapon, the quicker you can train strength on it, I guess. Or not guess, but that's sort of how it is. And, oh, these are just iron spiders. But they were definitely not dormant. Plan basically almost... Well, animals can't lose legs, but if they could, would have lost a leg. Do a quick health check on everyone else. Make sure no one is critical. Ruka is... I do have a splint kit. I guess that doesn't need splinting. Ruka's probably the slowest now. Yes. And as I approach this ancient tech lab, I ought to be more careful, not running into these stupid... Oh, speaking of careful, iron spiders. There's really not much... And I run straight into another pack. There's really not much to be gained fighting these things. I don't really care for the iron plates or the electrical components. It's not... That's not a jackpot, so to speak, so... Okay, those are disabled. These are disabled. Time to get our feet wet. Any of these spiders active? Nope. The worst thing that you could do is to get in a fight while you're swimming, because you're basically utterly defenseless. Even the strongest, like, if you maxed out every single skill you have in the game, and you're caught swimming, you could still die. Like, best armor in the game, highest stats in the game, highest everything. Doesn't really matter. If you're caught swimming, like I am now, you could be eaten pretty badly. Luckily, I got through. Oh, it's reaming plan. Okay. Plan is taking la beating. Doesn't seem to be slowing her down any, though. Oh, there's another spider. I'm just running as a group at this point. I'll periodically check back to make sure that... You know what? I didn't bring any food with me. That was probably stupid in hindsight. Lab number 2. What kind of time do I have on the clock? Well, I think this the attack of this lab is going to have to be for next episode. So I'm going to get on up here, pick it, open it, and just peek my little head in. As a spoiler, oops. Oh, it didn't see me. As a spoiler as to what I have to fight, it might change between saving and loading. 4 security first floor, 3 on the next floor, so 7 total. 8 total. I don't see any broken, damaged skeletons, though. That's too bad, because I kind of wanted one. Alright. Well, everyone, if you have any tips for me, tricks, questions, feedback of any type, drop me a line. If you're interested in supporting me as a content creator, think about like, subscribe, Patreon if that interests you, and I'll have to catch you all next time while I raid this lab. I guess if you have any idea how to make the strength training faster than I have currently done so, that doesn't involve like crazy exploits or mods, drop me a line on that too, because I'm interested at this point to try to maximize my efforts, because all of my guys need strength training, and the way I found is pretty fast, I gotta say. But if you know of a faster way that isn't cheating, so to speak, let me know. All right, well, catch you all next time. Adios.